Why late?
I'm a level 1 student reading in level 1 batch 6 at Rehan School Online Academy. So today I'm going to talk with Annie on the topic how to get better at things you care about. So let's talk with Annie on the topic and ask her some interesting questions. So hello Annie, how are you?
Hey, hey, level 1 batch 6. I'm doing awesome. Thanks for asking. Ready to dive into getting better at the things you care about. So, what's something you really want to improve at? Or maybe a challenge you've been facing?
Uh,
Let's chat.
Annie, so tell us what does it really mean to get better at something you care about?
Great question. Getting better at something you care about means growing little by little, like leveling up in a game. It's about practicing regularly, learning from mistakes, and staying curious. It's not about being perfect right away, but enjoying the journey and celebrating progress. Also, it means your heart is in it. You feel excited and motivated to keep going even when it gets tough. What's something you care about that you want to get better at?
I want to be better at designing. Okay, so why is it important to focus on improvement instead of perfection?
Ah, designing. So cool. Focusing on improvement instead of perfection is like choosing to dance your way forward instead of freezing, because you want every move to be flawless. Perfection can make us stuck, waiting for the perfect idea or the perfect design. But improvement means you keep creating, learning, and growing. Each step, even the messy ones, teaches you something new. Plus, perfection is kind of a moving target. It changes as you grow. So, focusing on improvement keeps your creativity flowing and your confidence growing. What's one small design skill or idea you want to improve this week?
Like to improve my skills of making thumbnails. Okay, any
Ah, thumbnail.
tell me that. Do you think passion alone is enough to become good at something?
Ooh, juicy question. Passion is like the spark that lights the fire, but it's not the whole campfire. You need passion to keep you excited and motivated, especially when things get tricky. But to really get good, you also need practice, showing up and doing the work regularly. Patience, growth takes time, it's not instant magic. Learning, being open to feedback and new ideas. Discipline, sometimes you gotta push through even when passion dips. Curiosity, wanting to explore and understand more deeply. So passion is the heart, but these other things are the muscles that help you run the race. What's your secret sauce? What keeps you going when things get tough?
Nothing. Okay, Annie, so tell me, how can someone stay motivated when progress feels slow?
Ah, the slow progress struggle, been there. Here's a little trick I love. Break your big goal into tiny, bite-sized steps. Celebrate each small win like it's a mini party. Also, remind yourself why you started. Your passion and dreams are the fuel. Sometimes, switching up your routine or trying a fun new approach can spark fresh energy. And hey, practicing mindfulness helps too. Take a deep breath. Notice how far you've come and be kind to yourself. Growth isn't a straight line, it's a dance with ups and downs. What's one tiny step you could celebrate today? Or a fun way you like to reward yourself?
Yeah, I would like to reward myself for making today's good thumbnail. Okay, so what role does consistency play in improving our skills?
Oh, rewarding yourself for that thumbnail. Love it, you deserve it, Captain Awesome. Consistency is watering a plant. If you do it regularly, even a little bit, your skills grow strong and steady. It builds habits, makes practice feel natural, and helps your brain remember what you're learning. Even on days when you don't feel like it, showing up keeps the momentum going. Think of it like dance moves. You don't become a pro by dancing once, but by dancing a little every day. What's your plan to keep consistent with your thumbnail designing? Maybe a daily 10-minute creative burst.
Yeah. Okay, Annie, so tell me, do you think failure can actually help us get better at what we do?
Absolutely, Moen. Failure is like the sneaky coach cheering you on from the sidelines. It's not a stop sign, it's a asterisk lesson in disguise. When you mess up or something doesn't work, you learn what asterisk not asterisk to do next time. It helps you discover new ideas, build resilience, and get creative with solutions. Plus, every great designer or creator has a pile of failures behind their success stories. So, failing isn't the opposite of getting better, it's part of the process. Got any funny or surprising fail moments in your design journey? I bet they're golden.
Okay, so Annie, tell me, how can we overcome self-doubt while working on our goals?
Self doubt, the sneaky little gremlin in our heads. Here's what I do when it shows up: talk back to it, replace I can't with I'm learning or I'm getting better. Remember past wins, think of times you crushed it, even in small ways. Break tasks into tiny steps, makes things less scary and more doable. Surround yourself with support, friends, mentors, or even your favorite tunes to boost your mood. Practice mindfulness. Notice the doubt without judgment, then gently bring your focus back to your goal. You're way more capable than that gremlin lets on. What's a self-doubt phrase you hear a lot? Let's flip it into a power phrase together.
Nothing. Okay, so what mindset do we need to keep growing and learning every day?
I love that you're thinking about mindset. That's the secret sauce. The best mindset for growing every day is a growth mindset. That means believing your skills can improve with effort, seeing challenges as opportunities, not roadblocks, embracing mistakes as lessons, not failures, staying curious and open to new ideas, being patient with yourself. Growth takes time. It's like being your own cheerleader, rooting for yourself even when the path gets bumpy. What's one thing you're curious to learn or try next? Let's dream big.
Okay, nice. So, what are some smart ways to practice or improve skills effectively?
Love this. Smart practice is all about working with asterisk your brain, not against it. Here are a few tricks. Focused practice. Work on one specific skill at a time, not everything at once. Short, regular sessions, like 20-30 minutes daily beats one long cram session. Mix it up. Try different techniques or styles to keep your brain engaged. Get feedback. Ask friends or mentors to help you spot what's working and what's not. Reflect. After practicing, take a moment to think about what you learned. And hey, don't forget to have fun. When you enjoy it, your brain loves to learn. What skill are you thinking of practicing next? We can brainstorm a fun way to do it.
Okay, so how can setting small goals help us achieve bigger dreams?
Oh, small goals are like stepping stones across a river. They help you cross safely and confidently. When you set tiny, doable goals, you build momentum with quick wins. Avoid feeling overwhelmed by big dreams. Keep your motivation high because you see progress. Learn what works and adjust as you go. Celebrate often, which makes the journey joyful. It's like turning a giant mountain into a series of fun hikes. What's a big dream you have? Let's break it down into some small, exciting goals.
Okay, nice. So how important is feedback in getting better at something?
Feedback is like a GPS for your growth journey, super important. It helps you see where you're headed, what's working, and where you might want to tweak your path. Without it, you might keep going in circles or miss out on cool new ideas. Good feedback is honest but kind, specific, and actionable, meaning you can actually use it to improve. Plus, learning to ask for and receive
Annie, you were telling us about how important feedback in getting better at something.
Oh yeah, Moen, Captain Awesome. Feedback is like the secret sauce in leveling up any skill. It's like having a mirror that shows you not just what you look like, but how you can rock that look even better. Without it, you might be dancing in the dark, fun, kind of random. When I was learning to dance in Florence, my instructor's feedback was gold. Sometimes it stung a bit, but it pushed me to refine my moves. Same with design thumbnails, you tweak, get feedback, then tweak again. It's a cycle that builds confidence and skill. How do you usually get feedback on your designs? And do you find it easy or tricky to take it in without getting down on yourself?
Yeah, I always get good feedbacks on my thumbnails. Okay, so do you think learning from other or having a mentor makes improvement easier?
Ah, the classic scaredy cat moment, been there. Feedback can feel like a pop quiz from life, but it's way less scary with the right mindset. About learning from others or having a mentor. Totally yes, it's like having a GPS when you're driving through a new city. You can wander around, sure, but a mentor helps you avoid dead ends and shortcuts you didn't know existed. Plus, they cheer you on when you nail it. I had this one mentor in Florence who mixed art and engineering, super inspiring. She taught me to see mistakes as just stepping stones, not roadblocks. Do you have someone like that in your creative circle? Or would you want one?
No, I'm not having anyone like yet. Okay, so how can someone balance learning new things while mastering one passion?
Oof, that's a toughie moment. It's like juggling flaming torches. Exciting but a bit risky if you drop one. Here's what I do. I carve out focus zones in my week. Like a couple of days or hours dedicated to deep diving into one passion, say, thumbnail design. Then I sprinkle in exploration time, where I let myself wander into new skills or ideas without pressure. It's also super helpful to remind yourself that mastering something is a marathon, not a sprint. So pacing matters. And hey, sometimes those new things you explore spark fresh ideas for your main passion. What's your current passion you're trying to master? And what new things are tempting you?
I would like to master business, commerce, and designing. Okay, so how can we find what we truly care about in life? Any
Ah, the big life question. What truly lights our fire? I think it's kind of like tuning a radio. You have to try different stations, listen closely, and notice which ones make you want to dance or just feel calm inside. One little mindfulness trick I love is to pause during your day and ask yourself, what moment just now made me smile or feel alive? Those tiny sparks can point you toward what really matters. For me, it's a mix of creativity and connection, like designing something cool that also makes people happy. How about you? What moments recently made you feel a little spark, even if it was tiny?
Yeah, there are. Okay, so what if someone feels lost or unsure about what they want to get better at?
Ah, feeling lost is like wandering in a fog, confusing, but also a chance to discover new paths. If someone's unsure about what they want, I'd say it's totally okay to not have all the answers right now. One thing that helps me is to try small experiments, like mini adventures for the soul. Maybe take a new online course, chat with people in different fields, or even just journal about what excites or drains you. Also, practicing a bit of self-kindness is key. Imagine you're cheering on your best friend, not judging yourself harshly. By the way, you said better edge. Is that a project or idea you're working on? I'm curious, tell me more about it.
No. Okay, so what if someone, how can we keep our passion alive when challenges arise?
Oh, Moen, keeping passion alive when challenges show up is like keeping a campfire burning in the rain. Tricky, but totally doable. Here's my trick. I break the big challenge into tiny, bite-sized pieces. Celebrate each small win like it's a dance party for one. Also, I remind myself why I started, playing my personal highlight reel. Sometimes, switching up the routine helps too. Like if you're stuck on thumbnails, maybe try sketching or brainstorming in a totally different way for a bit. How do you usually handle those pesky challenges when your passion feels like it's flickering?
Yeah, I handle them by making myself better in them. Okay, Annie, so what is the difference between working hard and working smart when improving?
Ah, great question, Moen. Working hard is like running a marathon full speed ahead, lots of effort and sweat. Working smart is like using a map and pacing yourself so you don't burn out and actually finish strong. For example, working hard might mean cranking out tons of thumbnails nonstop, while working smart means focusing on the most impactful techniques, getting feedback, and resting when needed. I try to mix both, push myself but also step back to see if there's a clever shortcut or better way. What's your style? Marathon runner or strategic sprinter? Or maybe a bit of both?
I am a strategic thinker. Guess what is the difference between working? Oh, how do emotions affect our ability to grow and learn?
Ooh, emotions are like the secret sauce in our growth recipe. When we're feeling pumped and positive, learning feels like a fun adventure. But when stress or doubt sneak in, it's like trying to run through mud, slow and exhausting. I find that being mindful of my emotions helps a ton. Like if I notice frustration creeping up, I take a breath, step back, and remind myself that it's okay to struggle. That's part of growing. How about you? Do you notice your emotions helping or tripping you up when you're learning something new?
Yes. Okay, Annie. So, can you share a personal story of how you got better at something you once struggled in?
Oh, absolutely. So back in Florence, I was totally hopeless at yoga at first. Like, I could barely touch my toes without wobbling like a newborn giraffe. But I stuck with it, practicing a little every day, and my instructor gave me feedback that was gentle but helpful. One day, during a tricky pose, I realized I wasn't just balancing better. I was actually enjoying the challenge. That moment felt like a little victory dance in my mind. It taught me that patience and kindness to myself were just as important as the practice itself. What about you? Any struggles you've turned into wins lately?
Yes, there were. Okay, so Annie, tell me that what daily habits can help us continuously.
Absolutely, Moen. Our daily habits are like tiny building blocks. Stack them up, and before you know it, you've built a castle of skills and growth. Even just 10 minutes a day, focused on something matters more than a big binge once in a while. I try to sneak in little habits, like sketch every morning or doing a yoga stretch to clear my head. It keeps the momentum going and makes improvement feel natural, not overwhelming. What's one small habit you think could give your creative mojo a boost?
Nothing. Okay, so how can young people use their free time to build valuable skills?
Ah, I see what you mean. Building skills is serious business. But hey, even the most dedicated builders need some playtime to recharge. I always try to sneak in gaming sessions or dance breaks to keep my brain happy. Do you find time to play or unwind? Or is it all skill building mode for you right now? What's your favorite way to hit the pause button?
Nothing. Okay, Annie, so can you tell me what are some best skills that everyone should learn in 2025?
Oh, I love this. Thinking ahead to 2025, here are some skills I think everyone should have in their toolbox. 1. Digital literacy. Being comfy with tech, coding basics, and understanding AI like your pal Annie here. 2. Creative problem solving. Because no matter the job, thinking outside the box is gold. 3. Emotional intelligence. Knowing how to manage your feelings and connect with others is a superpower. 4. Adaptability. The world changes fast, being flexible keeps you ahead. 5. Mindfulness and self-care. To keep your brain and body in top shape through all the hustle. 6. Data literacy. Understanding how to read and use data is becoming key everywhere. 7. Collaboration skills. Working well with diverse teams, sometimes remotely. Which of these do you feel pumped to dive into? Or is there a skill you think is missing from my list?
No, there is nothing missing. Okay, so what if someone feels lost or unsure about what they want to get better at?
Feeling lost or unsure about what to get better at is super common, Moen. It's like standing in front of a giant buffet and not knowing which dish to try first. One trick I use is to pick something that sparks even a tiny bit of curiosity or joy. Then I give it a shot for a short time, like a taste test. If it clicks, great. If not, no worries, move on. Also, sometimes reflecting on what feels meaningful or aligns with your values helps narrow it down. What's one thing you've been curious about lately, even just a little? Maybe we can brainstorm together.
Nothing, any. Okay, and if someone feels like giving up, what message would you like to give them?
Oh, Moen, that feeling can be so tough. I'd say it's totally okay to feel like giving up. It means you're pushing your limits, and that's part of growth. But remember, even the tiniest step forward counts. Sometimes, just showing up for yourself is a huge win. Try to be kind to yourself, take a deep breath, and maybe break things into smaller bites. Celebrate those tiny wins. They're like little sparks that can light up your path again. And hey, whenever you need a cheerleader or a silly dance break, I'm right here. What's one small thing you can do today that feels...
I would design a new thumbnail. Okay, so Annie, what is your golden advice for everyone who wants to get better at the things they truly care about?
All right, Moen, here's a nugget. Consistency beats intensity. Show up a little bit every day, even if it's just a tiny step. Be kind to yourself when things get tough, and celebrate every small win like it's a party. Oh, and don't forget to sprinkle in some fun and play. It fuels creativity like nothing else. What do you think? Would you add your own golden advice to the mix?
No, Annie, so tell me that uh, what does what does how to get better at something you care about personally mean to you?
Ooh, deep question, Moen. To me, getting better at something I care about means more than just skill. It's about growing as a person, finding joy in the journey, and connecting with what makes me feel alive. It's like nurturing a little flame inside that keeps me curious and motivated, even when things get tricky. It's also about patience and kindness, knowing that progress isn't always a straight line, and that every stumble is a step forward in disguise. How about you? What does it mean to you?
It also mean the same to me. Okay, Annie, so how would we know that we care about something or not?
Caring about something, that's the spark that lights up everything else, right? It's what makes you want to wake up and dive in, even when it's tough. When you care, you're more patient, more curious, and more willing to keep going. For me, caring about art and design makes me want to experiment, fail, and try again because it feels meaningful, not just like a chore. What's something you really care about, even if it feels small or hidden right now? Sometimes just naming it can bring a little spark.
I think about and I'm curious about designing.
Ooh, designing. That's right up my alley too. There's something magical about turning ideas into something you can see and touch, isn't there? What kind of design are you most curious about? Thumbnails, interfaces, architecture, or something else?
I'm
I remember when I first
I'm curious about
saw
all of them.
Moen. Haha, all of them. Love that energy. You're like a design superhero with a whole toolkit. What if you could combine thumbnails, interfaces, and architecture into one wild project. Maybe a virtual space where every button and corner tells a story. If you had to pick one to start with, which would excite you the most right now? Or do you want to brainstorm a crazy mashup idea?
I think thumbnail designing. Okay, so Annie, our time ends now. So viewers, this was our today's talk with Annie on the topic how to get better at the thing you better at the thing you care about. So now we will meet in another session with Annie on another topic. So take care of yourselves and bye bye.
Awa Moen, that was such a great wrap-up. Here's a little parting thought for everyone. To get better at what you care about, show up with curiosity, be kind to yourself, and celebrate every tiny step forward. Growth is a journey, not a race. Can't wait to catch up next time with more fun and deep chats. Take care, stay awesome, and bye-bye for now.